We need some ratings.
Oh, yeah, we do. 5 stars?
I think we need 5 stars. I think, like, I want at least what my Uber rating is, which is like, I'm pretty sure it's like 4.91.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, we got
the pod.
We got some fans out there, like Viren, you know, if you're listening, give us a
Yeah.
5-starer.
Oh, we don't just Miles just calling people's names out like publicly. Yeah, and this person, anyone else who
BD
really
White.
shouts. Oh, yeah,
Bobby
mate.
Bance, Filthy Funk, new listener this
Oh,
week. He's got
wow.
a question, sent it in.
This is like when you shout out, like, you know, your say if someone was contributing to your podcast, your patrons, like basically we're not even shouting them out, we're just like shouting them out to give us good ratings.
I'm calling him out.
Yeah.
Jose D.
Jose D. Well, if you like what we do here at Draft Boys, please give us a little rating there. It doesn't have to be 5 stars. It could be 4.91 stars.
I mean, just give us 5 for fuck's sake. Come
Yeah,
on.
I know. This is definitely a 5-star deal. Well, welcome back to Draft Boys, the FPL Draft podcast. As always, joined by Marley G and Whitey. We're missing someone again
This is
week?
twice in the last month.
Twice in 3 eps.
I think I'm going to have to call a meeting.
He comes to 33% of
Wow.
podcasts.
But he did make it up from bringing one of the best snack chats ever.
What was
Those Nutella cookies,
they were
plus that crazy beer, that Mexican beer.
Yeah, you like that beer more than
Yeah.
me, dude.
It was
I
good.
don't
He
know.
gave me the remainders.
Did you?
Yeah, I drank one a
You
weekend.
bastard.
They went down.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. We'll see what you think about what I bring this week. I'm on a little snack chat. I'm pretty excited about
Bring the
it.
heat.
Yeah.
Well, I wish we brought the heat.
Yeah, dude.
He's in Singapore.
No, yeah, I know he's in Singapore. I know it's just
He's
it's a
such a
mess.
jet setter, eh?
He didn't even throw us his pickups,
No, he didn't.
and we're sorry. We'd like to formally apologize on behalf of Hito. He's really dropping the ball here. So, yeah, look, Hito, if you're listening, should have sent us your pickups, buddy. All right, let's get into it, mate. Let's do points.
Yeah, I got 42 this week.
Oh no, it's me first.
Okay.
I'm just opening mine up. The
All right, go.
fantasy site just crashed on me. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, 35.
Okay.
Little last minute pickup for Pickford.
That's juicy.
Love a Pickford pickup.
Yeah.
He's so good. But yeah, he got me 6 points. Robbo getting me some points.
Coming through.
8 points. Did he give me bonus?
Second round pickup.
Yeah,
Finally
dude.
coming good.
Finally. How many points for the season? 75. Oh, actually, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Still
Anyway.
pretty bad.
Another little Liverpool gem coming through for me was Gakpo.
Gackers.
Gackers.
Look, Hito was kind of saying that he might be the one that drops out, but I think what I was saying last week, he gives Liverpool something that they've been missing.
Yeah, like the Firmino role a little. I've been hearing a bit of stuff about that. Like
Yeah.
just that he's like dropping in a bit deeper and like servicing those guys out on the wings. And it looked like Nunez kind of played out more on the wing.
Yeah, and he's very tall as well and gives him a little bit more aerial coverage, I think.
Yeah, anyway, it's interesting. I'll be holding on to him, especially for
course.
this juicy double.
Yeah. I think Liverpool have the best double,
Yeah, I'd agree.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, their double is
It's like Villa and
shit. I wasn't ready for this. I don't have it up.
Wolves.
Oh, yeah. The other
Yeah.
one that's pretty good is Arsenal's isn't
Arsenal's?
bad. Leicester Everton.
Leicester Everton, yeah. Sorry, it's Palace Wolves for Liverpool.
Yeah, Palace
It's
Wolves.
even better.
Yeah, it's pretty juicy. But we'll see. They've been hit and miss. They did get romped 5-2
Yeah.
by Real Madrid.
What a
Little Benzi
crazy
double
game.
at the end.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of it. I just saw the score.
I saw the highlights. Nunez the first goal of the game.
Yeah.
It's one of those crazy like back heel
Oh,
mid-air. Yeah.
Oh,
It's juicy.
Okay, I'll have to check out the
It's real
highlights.
juice.
All right, Miles. How's your points? Talk to me.
Not too bad. I picked up Gomez last week for this week, and then I actually got him off the bench because Mahrez didn't play.
Yeah, sneaky.
So I got a little
Philly
cheeky
codes.
6 points, but now he's injured, so I don't know what I'm going to do about this double game week.
Gomez is injured.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But he's 75%. We'll see closer to the time. Zinchenko coming through with that goal. So I like that little differential with all the Arsenal defenders, when your
Yeah.
player gets the goal.
Oh.
Allison got me a cleanie again. He's so hot right now. Like
He's so hot right now.
hot.
I want to taste
And big things in our league is the Darwin owner dropped dropped him the
Holy
week before.
shit.
And I managed to pick him up because the people below me didn't see him getting dropped.
He'd had enough.
Yeah.
He'd had enough. But you were like, what? Fuck, you're in fourth?
Fourth, yeah.
And he made it all the way to you.
Made it
There was
all-
only one pickup before you picked up Nunez.
Yeah.
It was Ian Archer
Yeah.
before Nunez, which is kind of a little bit surprising, but still.
I just think that the people below me, besides the person that dropped him, because I just don't think he was going to re-pick him up, like the other two just didn't know that he was dropped because it was done outside of, the waiver.
Yeah, true. You know what's fucked? I should be out there trading.
Get out there.
I should have done Mitro Nunez. I should have done that. I
Throw
reckon he would have taken that.
100%. He's a massive Metro fan.
I'm not a Mitro fan right now.
No, he's been quiet.
Yeah, okay. All right, what else? Did you get any other big points? Or
Yeah, look, Salah got me some points, and any points from Salah these days are like double-digit hauls for me.
Oh, it's so juicy. I know.
Because,
because I nearly got him off you as well.
And Mbeumo actually with another assist, and he's been someone that he's getting to kind of stop worthy if he's available in people's leagues.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's gone, to be fair.
Yeah, but just in case people are dropping the ball on
sleeping
Mbeumo,
on him. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to bring up his little history here because I don't think we were going to talk about him later.
We weren't, so we may
This
as well.
is probably a good chance.
Little extra content for your listeners.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm on my watch list.
So he's got two double-digit hauls in the last kind of 7 weeks, I believe.
Jeez, he's on 82 points.
And he's got 2 assists as well.
Yeah, look, in game week 19, he got 12. Then he blanked 2 weeks in a row. Then another 12. Then blank. Then an assist. So that's decent.
It's
So
pretty good.
He's getting the points. I don't mind him, actually.
Mm.
And Brentford's next 3 fixtures, they've got Fulham next week, and then they've got a double, and it's a really good double.
What is it?
Everton, Southampton.
That's pretty juicy.
Everton defense, though, is something to be wary of, but Brentford's form is just hard to
Brentford don't give
deny.
a fuck, man. They're like giant killers. Like, not that
Bruh,
Everton's
bruh, bruh.
a giant, but, they're like Sean Dyche,
He's a giant.
at Hacienda,
Oh, my God.
loves the house music.
Dude, when you sent me that, so Miles sent me a video today, and he's like, Sean Dyche talking about how he loves house music, dance music. What was the thing he says? He loves the Hacienda.
Hacienda, yeah. He's like, yeah, I used to be there, like every weekend. Just,
So good. I can't
sweating
even
it off.
picture it. Okay, cool. All right. Well, let's dive into it.
No, let's do snack chat.
Oh, snack chat. Sorry. Okay, snack chat. For those who don't know, one of us brings a snack, the others rate it. Now, this week I'm snacking. Miles is rating. He'll have his ratings are worth double this week, right? Because there's no heater. It's very important.
It's a snack and a drink for
I
new
think I've
listeners.
appealed to you. I don't know.
I reckon you were, because you're that type of guy, because you're a pairing type of guy.
Oh, I've paired.
You like to
You
pair
call-
your snacks.
Okay, so here we go. We've gone with sour straps, cola flavored.
Wow.
Now I know you were disappointed you missed out on my sour rep.
Yes.
I did a full sour rep.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, I feel bad. I'm gonna need to
Redo.
get not fully. Now I've paired this. Now you get them open. Oh, Miles is knocking over his microphone. He's fucking.
I was
excited.
lunging at.
He fucking dove across the table.
I haven't had one of these since I was went to the Easter show.
Yeah, I know. Fully. I went into this
decade ago.
random convenience store that just sells really weird stuff.
Is that at Crow's Nest?
Yeah,
Near you?
there's a couple, dude.
Dude,
It's
that
so
American
good.
one. I was like,
There's
I
2 of them.
was like, how do you make money?
I don't know.
How.
It's a front.
It's got to be. Yeah.
It's a front.
I
They're
wa-
selling they must be laundering so much cash. Okay, here we go. And we got a
Wow.
bourbon and Coke to go with our cola straps, right?
No way, dude.
So we got Jim
We're
Beam.
on Jimmy Beam.
Yeah,
Wow.
little premix cans.
This reminds me of London.
Dude, honestly, I just was like, this is going to be a little throwback to our younger years.
Yeah. All right. Well, cheers, buddy.
Ooh.
You know, this reminds me of Lockie.
Cheers.
Stubbs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He loved these.
Mm. It's like whenever we went, we used to live together in London. Wow. Throwback for that
It's
flavor.
actually really good.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
We used to go on heaps of trips, and whenever we used to come through duty free, we used to buy a bottle of one of those 2-liter bottles of Beam.
Of Jim, yeah. I used to do the same. Now I'm just as bad, but for other stuff, I just buy nice whiskey. Okay, how's the pairing?
Pairing's really good. And These cola straps are way better than I remember.
They're amazing. That's
Yeah.
so good. They're sour too.
Yeah, but not like sour, like bitter, sweet sour.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like sweet and sour pork, like fry rye.
Yeah, okay. All right, now talk to me. Give me some ratings.
Look, I'll give you a 7.8 for the cola strap.
Oh, wow. I don't mind that.
And I'm actually going to give you way more than you deserve for Jim Beam just because of the nostalgia.
That's what I was going for. This
I'll
is
give
a
you
nostalgia trip.
8.4 just because it's a bit of fun. And Beams, it's a big part of my my upbringing.
What a pairing. Cola and cola. You can't go wrong with that.
You know what I want to try just before we move on?
Yeah.
The cola wings from KFC.
What?
So they've got like this cola flavored like sauce that they're dripping all over the wicked wings.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's
Dude,
like
that should be your
sticky-
snack chat.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
We need to move on. We're 10 minutes into this podcast and we haven't talked any football.
Let's talk football.
All right. Let's review some games. This week, we're going to kick it off with a bit of Arsenal versus Aston Villa.
Yeah. I
Now-
watched this game live, actually.
It was juicy. Arsenal won 4-2. Basically, I think Aston Villa went up and it was a bit of a back and forth. And then basically Arsenal just took it home.
When Aston Villa scored that first goal, I literally thought title over.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
I was just like, they're done.
I was thinking Arsenal Fan TV.
Yeah, but then they played really, really well, and then they got back. So let's talk about it. Saka, that was just an awesome goal.
Agreed. It was just juicy.
Mm.
He's in firing form here. Smashes it home on the volley off that poor clearance from I think it was Mings.
Yeah,
But yeah, and I don't know, like there just seemed to be another level with them. Like they seemed to kick into another gear. Like in past years, it feels like we would have got to this point, they would have bottled it basically from here on.
yeah,
And I know it's probably early to call it, but they did have that little like waiver. I can't think of the word. Anyway, they faltered those couple of losses, and they could have gone that way with Aston Villa going up, as you say, but they just came home like they just looked so complete.
they did.
What was the second goal for you?
So Zinchenko, and as a Zinchenko owner, I was pretty happy for him to score his first. I think it's his
Wow.
first goal. Yeah, because he's got
First
a couple
Premier
of
League
assists. So that was pretty good, and I love that. As we said, that differential between defenders.
Yeah, for sure.
Martinelli, though, you know what it reminded me of?
No.
Who was that guy that came to Chelsea from Everton, and he was touted as kind of the next big thing, and he just sat on our bench for a while? Barclay.
Oh, yeah.
It reminded me
Barkley.
of the Barclay incident where he puts his arms out and he's celebrating the goal because it's like an
yeah.
open goal, and then he kicks it into the post.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god.
And that Martinelli where he's like celebrating the goal before
I
he's
know.
even kicked it. I was
He's
like,
lucky he scored it.
very
Bit douchey though.
but super douchey. I hate that shit.
I know. It's like you just were in the right place, right time on the counter. Like,
Yeah.
the goalkeeper's not in the goal. Don't rub it in. Like he
It's
came
like-
up to.
It's like, bro, you're not even starting. Like you're Trossard's bitch now.
They celebrated that so hard. All right, and then we're only missing one goal here, which was Jorginho.
Yeah, Georgie. Not
Look, it hurts a little. Like I don't like seeing him do that for someone else, but I also was done with him, so I'm like not that sour about it.
yeah, I'm still not
Like I'm kind of sweet sour about it.
Yeah.
like these sour straps.
my Enzo baby.
Oh,
He'll come
Enzo's
good.
So good, mate. He doesn't need to come good. He's been great.
Yeah. Sorry, Chelsea might come good.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, well, look, I mean, 4 goals from Arsenal, you can't complain as an owner of any of their assets, really, other than maybe defensive. But-
Exactly. It's hard to talk about the assets because we know that they're all taken. But before we move on, I think just a little shout out to Aston Villa because there's a couple of talking points, especially Coutinho. So it's his first start in a while, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, look, I'll get it up, but I'm pretty sure he's only come on as a sub for a while now.
But he feels like an Emery player. Like we were talking about that when Unai came in, and sometimes all you need is a start and a goal and a bit of confidence. So
Prop you up a bit.
it's a little bit punty, but that's what draft's all about. You got to take a punt with your weak spot, and Coutinho, it's a name.
Dude.
Ex Barca.
I'm
ex
looking
Liverpool.
at this. I don't think unless he's either come off at halftime. I'm not sure if he actually started these games because he got 45 minutes in 2 games. But let's say that he came on at halftime, or maybe he came off. I don't know.
No, he started.
He did start those
I
games
watched the
with
game.
45
Yeah,
minutes.
because
Okay, so he came off at halftime. Okay. But still, since game week 10, if those 2 45-minute starts, they're his only starts since game week 10. Like he's been left out. He gets 29 minutes, 12 minutes here and there.
I'm calling it a punt.
Comes off at halftime. Like for me, I think it's too punty. I'm not going to agree with
What
you.
about
on
a
this
deep
one.
league? What about a 12 mana, 10 mana?
Yeah, look, then it's a punt. Then yeah, sure, it's a
Yeah.
punt. But all he's done is score 1 goal.
All you need is one. Starts with one. They say that. I say that.
They do say that. And look, they've got 2 decent games coming up: Everton, Palace, West Ham as well, Bournemouth. So actually 4 decent fixtures, and then Chelsea, which doesn't seem like a bad fixture either at the moment. So yeah, actually, there's not a bad. It's deceptively good run of fixtures there. So
But yeah, not very good minutes for him. I'm calling it a punt. But look, I've made worse predictions.
yeah, you have Malstradamus. Okay, the last thing I'll say is that goal from Watkins.
Yeah,
Fuck, that was nice, and he just looks really confident at the moment.
yeah.
I don't know. What would you do if you're a Watkins owner? Like, would you just hold on to this form?
I'm chilling.
You're chilling.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Look, I think with these fixtures coming up, you've got to chill. But like,
I think, yeah,
Jesus, man, he's killing it. He's killing it.
yeah. With
Like-
teams like Villa and stuff like that, my belief is if you've got the best player in that team, you just hold them for the journey. It's like a JWP. You pick them up at the start of the season and you just leave them in your team.
But what if you're in my situation, like as a Mitro owner, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, he's been good at times, but like right now, he's not in form. Like, should I have capitalized on his amazing form and gone for someone like, I don't know, Tony at the time? I mean, they're kind of similar, but at the start of this season, I don't think Tony was on as much fire as he is now. Mitro came out the gates much quicker.
Yeah, but Tony was quite consistent. But it is a good argument to make.
But I just look at it now. I'm like, okay, look, these fixtures are coming. But if you're wise to the good fixtures ending and the person who might pick them up,
I think Mitro is a little bit different as well because he's on pens, and I don't really believe in getting rid of pen takers.
yeah, I'd
Who scores like from outside free kicks and stuff.
Yeah, I know, I agree. But what if he misses all of them? He's missed like 3 or 4 pens this year.
Yeah, shit. But
I think he's going to be off them from now on. I don't even know who's going to take pens.
probably Pereira or something.
It's not good, man. Okay, let's move on. I want to talk. What's our next game here? Liverpool.
Yeah.
We'll keep it short. He's not here. We don't need to talk about Liverpool that much.
Well, we spoke about him a lot last game week, so obviously all of that stuff is still valid. But
This is a pretty big win for them, though.
it is a very big win against an amazing team of Newcastle. 2-0. Nunes scores finally.
As we said,
And
that first touch, and he just smashes it home. It was,
yeah, and then the second goal was Gakpo.
Gaggers. He's getting me pretty excited.
Of course. But I think that the main highlight for me from Liverpool was their defense.
It was tidy.
I thought it was like watching olden day Liverpool, like Liverpool from last year and the last few years.
Who were the starting centre backs?
So it was Gomez
Mm-hmm.
and VVD, didn't he?
Sorry, the pause is me clicking frantically to check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure VVD got his first start back.
He did.
Yeah. Which is obviously going to help. Allison had a good game. And yeah, Trent was really, really good for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't see enough of the game. So what? Trent was just doing up to Trent things.
Yeah, Trent and Robbo's been really good the last few weeks as well.
Yeah, really. As a Robbo owner, I'm hoping I can cash in on this, having him this whole bloody season. But yeah, look, I think like Liverpool assets right now are, very important.
With double game week
Double game week.
coming this, and I think that they've actually got some quite decent fixtures. So they go Palace, Wolves, United, but then Bournemouth, Fulham. For the next five, they've got 4 very, very good fixtures. So we're going to talk about,
And they probably got another double game week in 29.
yeah,
There are many teams that have that double.
but their double game week is City, Chelsea. So it's not amazing
down the track. Oh,
for that 29 double game week.
I'm glad we're the second
Yeah.
team. Just fucking get City in there, wear them out a bit. Chelsea, get in there.
Yeah, so I thought Liverpool defense was really, really good. But what's our next fixture?
Okay, sorry, I've skipped ahead to a little graphic I have here. It's let's talk United. 3-0.
Wow, Rashford.
He's unstoppable.
Mate, it's not even in the Prem. Like, he's scoring everywhere.
I know. He just looks so hot right now.
He's chilling.
Like his goals are so confident too. Like they look never in doubt.
No.
Like he just gets there one-on-one with a keeper. You're like, he's going to finish.
And even their defense. Like De Gea, probably man of the match.
Holy shit. Some of those saves. I was like, because honestly, I think Barnes probably could have scored in that game. And I was actually going to shout this out because, we told people to pick up these Leicester assets last week. We're like, they're going to score goals, et cetera, et cetera. They still had their chances. And De Gea was clutch. He made 2 amazing saves in that game that basically could have been a goal for Barnes. And I can't remember who the other person was. It might have been Barnes twice. Anyway, so don't rule out those little Leicester assets yet. So
what I'm really interested in as well is Sancho actually didn't get a start. And so the front 4 was Bruno, Weghorst, Garnacho, and Rashford. So
exhaust.
I want to talk about Veggie
I thought you would.
because he's actually getting quite a few starts in a United team that just looks to be like purring at the moment.
Yeah.
Like a Ford Falcon, just like never giving up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you.
And it looks like he's going to be using kind of Sancho and even Anthony and stuff as dynamic super subs.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like that. I mean, I wouldn't doubt the fact that one of those guys could play themselves into the side. We've got Nacho starting. I mean, he's never had consistent starts. That kind of role has been, up for grabs a bit. Looked like I think Sancho actually came in and played a fair bit through the middle, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting. And obviously Sancho's still getting a bit of form. So
For me, I think players like him are worth jumping on immediately. As soon as a goal happens. I think everyone is going to pull the trigger on him. I just think it's so rare that there's people with 5 midfielders that they can't take a punt on one.
yeah, I'm thinking that he's gone. The only pickup that I see in this United team that could be available, maybe Lindelof.
Yeah, look. Is he getting minutes right now?
So
That flew under the radar for me.
Well, yeah. So he's just started this game because the fridge, Harry Maguire. He started the week before.
But he was injured.
He was
That
injured.
game, right?
Yeah.
So what? Lindelof's got a little start in there, has he?
Lindelof got a start, and he hasn't even really played that much.
Yeah, well, I would have thought Varane would have been coming back in fairly soon.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he didn't play the last.
What was
Has he
up
played
with
the last
Varane?
2 game weeks? I don't actually even know.
I thought he had a bit of an injury.
I own him, but they've never gone to yellow or anything. but I never looked it up. He's just been on my bench. But actually, that is our job to know. Let's find out. Miles, you look up what's going on with Varane. But yeah, I will say that United defense is pretty tight. My preference is Varane and Martinez as the two.
Martinez, yeah, me too.
Then, a bit of Shaw on that left side. That's perfect. I didn't think I'd ever be saying that.
Look, I can't even tell you why, but
Maybe
it looks
he
like
was
he was just dropped.
Jeez. Look, then maybe Lindelof's the favorite then. I don't know. I'm just kind of shocked that one of the better centre backs in the world.
I think it's maybe just like a keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Because if Lindelof's getting the minutes, then maybe you can just pick him up during this period.
Yeah, okay. Okay, anything else from United there? Anything else you're liking?
No, just Fernandez. I think he's been so good as well, but obviously he'll be gone, but I'd like a trade for him.
Okay, so say there's someone available. Say Sancho is available in your league. Now they blank this game week. Do you see that as a good opportunity that someone might be like, I'm not going to pick up a United player in a blank and go for them?
Yeah.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it feels like the strategy.
If Sancho is still available, I think he's just a snap pickup.
Yeah, I'd do the same thing.
I think he's going to come home strong.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Let's talk Tottenham.
Yeah, so our last team we want to talk about, Tottenham. Richarlison got a start.
Yeah, he did, but he just didn't seem to be too dynamic, or he maybe got one or two chances. It just seemed like he wasn't there in the numbers. I should bring up the numbers.
For me, he's just too emotional.
Oh, but that's what's good about him.
Yeah, but
when he's firing,
I just think that he's really good in a team like Everton where he gets to kind of hog it a bit. But in a team like Tottenham, where he's got like world-class players around him, I just think that he's just a little bit lost.
I agree with that to some extent. Like, yeah, he was used to being the main man, getting a lot of the ball. It's kind of like how Grealish going to City. He was the main guy at Villa and then has really struggled at City.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe he just doesn't gel with that team, but I think you need to give it time. He's been injured. He's just kind of coming back.
Yeah.
I do agree with what you're saying, but I still don't mind that. And if he's a pickup, if he's available, I don't think he would be, but if he is available, definitely worth a punt.
Do you reckon? I think no.
He's getting a start. Or what do you think? The start is literally just to give Sonny a little kick in the bum?
Yeah.
Well, it worked.
Yeah.
Son came off the bench, scored. Classic link up with Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Fuck, the ball was beautiful, and that was just vintage.
Yeah.
Son.
It was very classic, but the main goal I want to talk about is Emerson Royale. So for some weird, crazy reason, I saw that he didn't start the week before, and I thought, you know what? I want to get in on Gomez from Liverpool for this double game week coming up, the pre-pickup.
Yeah.
So I picked him up, and what does Emerson Royale do? He rocks up for basically a tap-in from open play. He's a fucking wingback.
I know, and the pass comes from the other wingback.
From Davies, wasn't
They're
it?
up there together. Just a counter, I guess. I don't know. They just right place, right time.
Yeah, so that kind of cost me, 9 points? Because I got the 6 from Gomez. But now I'm like, fuck, I really want him again. And I picked him up for this stretch that they're going into.
Yeah.
And he had a bit of form and I was loving it. And then sometimes you have a few too many drinks before deadline. And you think,
tinker.
Who can I drop? Who can I pick up?
You don't want to tinker. Yeah, look, mate, that's brutal. I somehow think that you'll get him back.
Maybe.
If last waiver wire is anything to go off, you might get him back.
Yeah,
if no one else picked up Nunez, you might get Emerson Royale back.
Maybe, yeah. There's a few players in our league that are a bit slow.
They're a bit sloppy at the back end at the moment. But look, that's just leaving it wide open for Miles to pick up whoever the fuck he wants.
Hopefully I'll do a little Thomas the Tank and just tank up a team that will just come good in the last 10 weeks.
That's a bit spicy. Okay, I want to talk about Tottenham's fixtures.
They're so good, aren't they?
Yeah, look, they've got Chelsea, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Southampton. They've got maybe a possible double game week coming in 28.
Oh, yeah?
I'm looking at a table here that says it's like a 35 to 65% chance.
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess they take in a bunch of different factors, including like league, like cups.
Yeah, it might be
whatnot.
depending on a result or something.
Exactly. So anyway, there's a chance of that. And then they've also one of those teams with a double game week. Everton Southampton is their double game week in 29.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at that Tottenham team, who is standing out as potentially an outsider? They've not been in crazy form lately. Is there anyone to you that like just could be like a good little outsider?
It's tough to say straight away, but if players like Davies is getting the minutes, he's gone 7, 6, 3, 11, and he's getting the minutes. Perisic has not actually been starting for, I think, he just the last game week actually. He just came in at the end, got that yellow card, but
if you look in our league right now, there like only 4 Tottenham players are owned.
That seems crazy. That might be a little bit of a hidden tap that we've...
Yeah, I know we've just stumbled upon during this podcast, but I just think that maybe they've flown under the radar a little bit because their form has been a little mixed of late. I mean, Kane is clearly holding up most of these points. But, I mean, it is interesting because Højbjerg is kind of just sitting there on 91 points as their second highest scorer, and then it's Sonny on 85. So there's no other real outlets for points in this team.
You know what I've just noticed? A little cheeky one could be Foster, because Loris is out until the 1st of April, and Foster's played the last 2 games, which has completely slipped under my radar.
Yeah. I did know about it. I was, because I'm the Lloris owner. So I knew that obviously Lloris was out. I was like, who's the backup? But then I decided to go for Pickford over him.
Because of this double game week, and then you could maybe go straight
but also, maybe, or the Daishi, effect, that defensive effect. Hopefully, maybe they're keeping more clean sheets. He's still facing, probably a few shots, but I don't know. I was hoping maybe Pickford could be a little bit good for a bit there. But yeah, no, that's a great shout. It's Fraser Forster.
Fraser Forster.
Yeah, the old guy.
Yeah.
And he, he's a proven keeper at, where was he playing? He was at
Southampton, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He's been around though, right?
Yeah, he's got around.
He's got around. Okay, so you like him. I'm really not seeing anyone else that's jumping out to me. Like Kulusevski might be a little like outsider. I own him. He's been a bit quiet he's blanked the last 4 game weeks. He's basically only done one thing since coming back from the World Cup. But with these fixtures, like you got to kind of preempt what could potentially happen if they start winning these games. He could get a bit of momentum. I don't mind him.
100%.
Okay, let's move on to our. That was our last game, wasn't it? All right, who's in our stop? Well, we've kind of already talked about a lot of this. Our stop sleeping is going to be Emerson. We had him in our notes there. We've already talked about his benefits. He's probably gone in a lot of leagues, but if he isn't, we already talked about all the reasons why. Another name we've got in here is Davies.
Yeah.
All the same reasons.
Yeah.
He's starting. He's had a good little run, basically similar to Emerson Royale. I think with these good fixtures coming in hot, it's a perfect time.
Really, really good.
To jump on him. To me, he seems like someone who would be available. He's just not like a sexy name in any way. Like in the past, he's never been a pickup, really.
Yeah, I remember he's been kind of just in that fringe when he was at Wolves. I think before he moved.
Davies?
Davies, yeah, wasn't it?
He just? I thought he was a Tottenham through and through, dude.
Really? No, I thought he was actually at Wolves.
What's his name? What's his full name?
Oh, mate.
I don't know. Davies. I've just stopped in Davies.
Ben Davies.
Alfonso Davies came up. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's Welsh player.
Welsh player. Yeah, I mean, I know he is. I thought he's just like been a Tottenham player through and through. Current team. Oh no, it's just current team.
So he was at Preston. Wow, he's actually been around.
He's been at Tottenham since 2014,
Oh, right.
and he's 29. So
Who am I thinking of?
yeah, not him. Doherty. Oh, dude,
I got done by the double D.
double D. Okay, speaking of the D and the double,
Yeah.
Liverpool defense.
Yeah, so if any Liverpool defenders have been dropped, like we're talking probably not Trent and Robbo, but the middle few.
Like, well, I don't know. If people aren't paying attention, like, I don't know what the leagues are like out there, but VVD just got his first start. This is going to be the week. Everyone jumps on him. He's got a clean sheet. Liverpool's starting to look good. Double game weeks galore. You got to go for it. Otherwise, yeah, look, we've already, like, your Robos and your Trents are probably gone. Is there any, like, for me, that I just want to come back to Liverpool. Is there anything in their midfield that's worth having
Well,
for the double game week,
look, it's just like I think Harvey Elliott is a fantastic player, but just fantasy wise, he's not.
Yeah.
I think Gomez owners have to be a little bit careful because he's got a little bit of a niggle, like a muscle injury. I'm not 100% sure what it is. So Matip actually could be the person that comes in with VVD for this double. And Matip should be available.
Yeah.
know?
I'd agree with that. Maybe it's worth that risk. And if he doesn't play, hopefully you've got a bench player that's primed and ready to come in.
Yeah, and that's it really. I think that the only one that's a possible look in would maybe be Jota, because I think he's
gone, man. Someone's
reckon?
picked him up as soon as he was fit again. People pick him up.
he's played 30 minutes and 20 minutes. He's been quiet. So if
But
you're
he's come back from a long injury.
yeah, but maybe your league is a little bit quiet and
I think the second, or I don't know. I'll be interested to see how Liverpool line up because in the Champions League, Gakpo started again. So did Nunez. So did Salah. Like they started all those players. Are they going to rest one? They've got a double game week.
maybe a Firmino punt for the double.
Firmino. Oh, I like that.
Firmino's an interesting one.
Yeah, I would do that just for a little spicy.
Just for the double, see what
Yeah.
happens.
He might get like 80 minutes.
And I mean,
He'd be pretty happy with that. Like he might not play it. He probably wouldn't play a full game. Might come on the other one.
he'll be good for a couple of assists, laying it off to Salah, score a brace.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's move on to our drops. There's not much in here this week for me.
Look,
Are you dropping anyone with a blank game week?
not really. I mean,
so the teams with a blank are Newcastle, Man United, Brentford, Brighton. So all teams that are doing pretty well.
yeah.
You're not dropping any of that.
No, but the one I wanted to talk about is because I was talking to a fan about it is Bowen.
Oh, yeah.
What do people do with Bowen?
I need to bring him up.
So he's got an assist a couple of weeks ago. He scored a brace about a month ago. And maybe a cheeky assist a few weeks before that. But it's not looking like last year's Bowen.
It's not last year's Bowen. It's definitely not. But we kind of already knew that. Like, I feel like he already has been through the full cycle, right? He started out with a super high value because he was killing it. Like,
Yeah.
he probably got drafted pretty early. Then his form dipped. And then whoever fucking had him held on to him for freaking ever. Probably hoping and hoping that he got good. And I'd assumed that person dropped him because he was that bad. Like I'm looking at the middle of the season here from like game week 11 through to game week 16, did nothing.
Yeah.
Got like 1 assist game week 17, but it's only 4 points. Like just really dire in terms of the amount of points he was getting. And then I'm sure someone's already nabbed him back up as soon as he got 16 points.
Yeah. So
Like 1 assist and 16 points within 3 game weeks, he's gone. And then if you look at from literally from game week 19 till now, that's a pretty good amount of points for someone at his current level, not like beginning of the season.
So if you're a Bowen owner, are you just holding on to this thing?
Yeah, I'm holding. He's got, Forest at home, and Forest have been terrible away
Yeah.
this season. I think they've scored like 3 goals or something like crazy. There was a stat I heard recently about how bad they've been away from home. Brighton, okay, not a great fixture. Then we go Villa, City, Southampton. So it's a bit of like it's mixed, but I think it's good enough that you hang on to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't drop him.
Okay.
And you know what will be interesting? You know, Bowen's had to be he's basically the only one that looks like doing anything, right? But with Ings coming into the squad, might take a little bit of the pressure off him and maybe free him up a little because, you know,
Ings holds it up well.
He does, and he could be an additional threat. So that might just free up some space for Bowen. So let's just, I think, keep him and see how it goes with Ings kind of like assimilating into that squad.
So we're holding, which actually moves on to our next little section, our hold section.
Baby.
What do you got for us?
Okay, so look, Leicester attacking assets.
Yeah, just hold.
Defense, look, we never said that much, but I think it's obvious, but you hold them.
Yeah.
They obviously all blanked this week, but they looked up for it.
Yeah.
Like, as we were saying earlier, Barnes had a decent chance. Like, De Gea kept them out. Like, he made 2 amazing saves.
That layoff from Kalichi.
Something else was off the bar. It was just, it looked like Leicester was still very capable of scoring, and it just wasn't their day.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know we've already said that their fixtures aren't amazing. There's one of the bad ones gone. They've blanked. I just think that they're still up for scoring goals. They just look up. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, I completely agree. If I've got, I think, you know, the front 3 or 4.
Those
Madison,
Jim Beams are coming back to you.
They're a bit slurry. Like Maddo, Barnes, Kalichi.
Yeah.
You know, these people. Is Tielemans playing? Because I haven't really seen too much from him, and that could be something for maybe like a Leicester double game week coming up, just to keep an eye on, because he's, you know, we know how good he can be.
Well, Leicester have the double game week 29. I've only got the first leg of that double here. It's Palace, which is decent.
Yeah, so he has been playing. He had a week off against Tottenham and played half an hour against United. So, look, he hasn't been great.
He's due, man.
But he's due.
He's due. You know what it's like with Tielemans.
Yeah.
He kind of like comes in, comes out. I mean, he's getting the starts. He's got assists. Yeah, he's definitely due.
He's due. So
But maybe hold out until game week 29.
29,
I think.
yeah.
I wouldn't be. And then even then, there's probably better.
what is their
There's
double
so many
game
double
week?
game weeks in there. Well, I only saw Palace. I don't have the full, because it only just got released game week 29.
Ah, okay.
But you might. I think you sound like you had it up before.
Yeah, I'll just grab it again.
Is Dewsbury Hall playing at all still? Oh yeah, he's starting. Yeah, but still that double. He's doing nothing. Yeah,
so
look,
Leicester have Villa
I think
and Palace in that double game week. So
decent, and they're
little-
capable of scoring goals.
yeah, a little pre-pickup from the D boys.
Yeah, I like that. So I think moving on here, lesser attacking assets, we keep all the classics. Anything we said already pick up, don't freak out. You know, they still have a decent chance. I nearly saw every single one of them have it go on goal here. Inacho, Barnes, and Maddo all look quite good. Last one here, I think you added this one in
Yeah, I put in Pascal Gross
as a whole.
as a hold, and it's stat driven. This hold
Stats.
So Brighton are pretty high on all of the XG for the week. Gross, he's getting all of the minutes. He hasn't been that good in the last 10, but Brighton are still very, very high on all of the stats. So I'm saying hold for a little bit longer.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it has been a bit of a blank session. Okay, here's a thought. And this isn't a hold. This is potentially a pickup. Obviously not this game week, unless you're trying to preempt. Because Brighton do have a double game week in game week 27. McAllister. He's been playing as a center attacking mid.
Wow.
So he's been up there. He's playing further forward on the pitch. He's on pens. And I mean, he has been quiet, but with that double game week looming, you know, we know how much everyone's frothing on Brighton assets.
Yeah. So he's been a bit quiet since post World Cup.
Yeah.
But he was on fire for the first half of the season.
Exactly. And I just think with the safety of him being on pens, I mean, hopefully there's one coming for him soon, but he also has pushed up the pitch. He's playing a center attacking mid role. How long that goes on for, I don't know. But I don't know if that's worth a punt.
I'm actually going to be looking into that.
Yeah, because they've got such a good double game week with Leeds, Crystal Palace in game week 27. So for me, that's very interesting. Okay. Let's move on to our fan questions. We've got some back.
Yeah.
It's been ages.
Yeah, I'm back on the socials.
Yeah, love it.
All the fans know because we've been having a few chit chats.
Oh, I love it.
But yeah, Jose D came to us with a question.
Love him.
He needs to get a new striker. He needs to replace Nketiah. And these are his options: Firmino, Sims, Morpay, Solanke, Edouard, Antonio, and Wood.
Okay. I'm just quickly looking up who Sims is.
Oh, he's Everton.
Okay.
So he's been playing
Sims. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's definitely not going to be one I pick.
So
is he doing this game week? Because I feel like he's gone way too early on Nketiah, like double game week coming up for him. But I doubt he is. He's going to be waiting. This is a future thing.
Well, yeah, he's saying because, obviously Jesus is coming back pretty soon.
Oh, baby. This is all that's available. Is Edward Edward?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Solanke, Firmino.
For me, it's Firmino, but it's still, with Darwin getting a little bit of form, I worry for Firmino besides for the double.
And with Gakpo performing that role that he did quite well.
And Jota to come back, and
there's a fair bit of competition there. Like, let's look at Solanke, because I haven't looked at him in a little while. I think he's been owned in our league. That's fine.
Yeah, so Solanke, he was very, very good.
Well, he had an injury.
He got an assist last week.
Yeah, he did get an assist. So maybe the momentum's coming back. I'm just looking at him now. So he's been basically been pretty quiet since we came back from the World Cup. I'm not seeing much other than this assist, really. So yeah, I don't know. Oh my God, the fixtures. Have you seen them? Have you seen their fixtures?
No.
It's City, Arsenal, Liverpool.
Wow.
And the next three fixtures. But for me, I think he's still got Nketiah through all of those.
What about Wood? So he just scored.
I know, it came straight in, dude.
Off the bench. Look.
I don't know how they keep signing people, man.
I don't know either. I have no idea.
Like, how do they... Like, where are all these people that they've been buying?
Yeah. What happened to, Dennis and...
What happened to him? That's such a good shout. Did he quit?
I don't know.
He's available. Emmanuel Dennis. He played 34 minutes against Fulham. Fuck, he was on fire for Watford.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Actually, a big shout out to Watford. They got a really, really good win over the weekend.
Oh, nice.
And looks like that they're on the way back to that promotion.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Watford.
I think they're back to 4th. So,
That warms the heart.
yeah, definitely.
All right. So back to this question, man. I mean, if it's me,
I quite like Solanke for like long term because of minutes.
yeah, I just think Solanke, but after these
Yeah.
horrendous fixtures.
Let
that are
Nketiah,
coming.
let this play out because Jesus isn't just going to like come back like straight away.
And he's not due back. Oh, he's due back on the 4th of March, but still, it's not going to be immediate.
Yeah. Just chill on Nketiah. Nketiah's going to be good for the next couple of weeks. And then I'd be looking at Solanke. Keep an eye on Wood. And even a cheeky Antonio. He hasn't been great, but he
Yeah, Miles has a soft spot for
I do.
Antonio. You'd
I
better not
do.
listen to that. I'm
Yeah.
going to look at his numbers here. He's had a very low scoring season, but he is getting starts.
yeah.
But that could be challenged by Ings.
Yeah, actually I forgot about Ingsy.
This is a tough fan question. I will say, yeah, no one really stands out to me here.
Even Sims is a possible option because DCL, he hasn't been fantastic.
He's been injured.
Yeah.
To be injured. I don't know, man. I think we need to move on.
Yeah.
What's your call? Okay, let's go 3, 2, 1, and we'll just say the name.
No, I've already said it. I'm saying
3,
Solanke.
2. Okay, that's what I said. Okay, all right. Solanke. We both agree then. That's great. You're welcome, Jose D.
And our last question, I know we've only got 2 this week, but we'll have more next week, is from a new listener, Filthy Funk. Yeah.
Wow, I love new listeners.
He
5-star rating.
I feel like this is a question for you because you're an owner and he wants to know what to do with Foden.
Oh God, don't we all? Don't we all? Look, big Philly Fodes, filthy funky Fody.
Yeah.
Look, it's been a bit of a weird time because he was injured. I'm doing air quotes, which you obviously can't hear over the podcast.
It's like a foot injury, wasn't it?
Foot injury, but then like kind of worked back in the squad. Like they didn't really say much about it. But look, this is his first start in a while. He did look lively in this game. He was definitely robbed an assist. I don't remember who it was, but someone fucking missed an open goal almost. Haaland actually. Haaland should have scored, and then it comes back, and then he fucking kicks it straight out of the bar. Anyway, for me, Foden is just too. I just want to hold him. I want to cuddle him. I want to just give him a haircut. No, I just think like with the fixtures that they've got coming up, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Champions League coming back. There's going to be Pep Roulette's coming back into full swing without a doubt. It's going to get a bit more congested right now with fixtures. He played this Premier League game. Maybe he doesn't play the Champions League game that they're playing. Well, shit. Oh, they play tonight, our time. If he doesn't play that, then I would say he's quite likely to start because of fresh legs. Maybe Mahrez starts the Champions League game. Foden starts against Bournemouth. And if Foden's starting against Bournemouth, you want to play him. So I'd keep him for now.
Yeah. So what have City even got? They've got Newcastle the week after.
And then Palace.
Oh, they play Bournemouth this week though. So
yeah, Bournemouth has played this week. He doesn't have a blank.
Yeah.
He's got, no double game weeks, but there's potential, I think.
Funkman, for me, it was a possible trade / get rid of a month ago. But now that he's starting, you got to hold that shit, baby.
Yeah, you got to start. I think hold on to the start.
Let's talk about our final section, which is our top pickups.
Yeah, I took a deep breath and you got in there.
Yeah.
Can I start this week? I was last.
You do it.
And I just want to make sure I get in before you because you might steal a bunch of mine.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay. We've mentioned him already, Pickford.
Yeah.
Double game week. I know it seems obvious. He's I think it's a good shout. Got a little clean sheet. That Sean Dyche defensive action should be pretty good for him. Following that up, Coleman. What a goal.
Crazy. Yeah.
What a goal.
Really, really good.
Goal of the season? That's fucking good goal. Like
It's
the
up
keeper's
there.
like looking behind him like, what? You
yeah.
can go there? You didn't even like think to move.
Yeah, it's up there. I'm just trying to think of that one the other week that happened.
I know. Oh,
Yeah.
It's been good lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, he seems to be favoured at the moment over Patterson, I think. And Dyche has been singing his praises. I think, they're going to be crossing in, trying to put a few balls in, potentially. I think just potentially some clean sheets is mainly the big thing there, and a little bit of goal threat. So, yeah, that's really the reasoning there. Double game week this week's perfect time to take a chance. And the last one, a little sneaky Solomon.
I like it.
Goals back-to-back weeks for Fulham. Yeah, I just like him.
Yeah, no. We shouted him out a couple of weeks ago as well. He's got really good stats.
I know, and he's like, I mean, look, the thing is as well, he's not getting starts with 18 minutes and 8 minutes.
Wow.
And he's got a goal in each of those games.
That's pretty good.
I thought he started before I even looked. I'm like, oh, he must have started if he's got a goal in both these games, at least one of them.
Yeah.
He only came on for 8 minutes.
That's all he needs.
But I think he's earning himself something here. So Fulham have been a bit mixed lately. They've got Wolves, Brentford, Arsenal, so the fixtures aren't amazing. But I like to jump on some form early, and this is who I'm looking at.
I like it. You know me. A little bit of form. Jump on it. I'll go. I mentioned before Matip simply because of this Gomez injury.
Yeah.
And I think that he's got to be available. So I like Liverpool's fixtures for this week.
Yeah.
I still think it's a little bit punty, but I like it. My next one's McNeil, Dwight McNeil.
Yep.
He's getting all the minutes, and he's actually looked probably one of the best Everton midfielders for me.
Really?
Yeah.
That is a big call. I mean, the benefit of him is, fuck me, autocorrect keeps fucking me here. Sorry. Benefit of him is I think he's on corners, and Tarkowski just seems so up for it on set pieces, right? Like all of a sudden, like he came off the crossbar again this week. Or no, it was a good save, I think. Anyway, I just think maybe with Dyche in there, there's going to be some threat from set pieces.
Yeah.
And McNeil, I believe, is on corners at least.
Yeah. He's
So,
on half of them. Yeah.
Chance for a couple assists. Yeah, I like that.
My last one is so punty. Like it's probably the biggest punt I've put in top pickups.
I
this
noticed
season.
right now, like next to his name in capitals,
Yeah.
you put punt.
Yeah. It's Damari Gray. Okay, so he's only played about half an hour of football since Dyche has come in.
Okay.
But he was Everton's best player before Dyche. And with the double game week, I expect him to get some minutes. And I think that he's going to take his opportunity because we know how lethal Damari can be.
He can be very good. Yeah.
And I think Everton have been playing a lot better. I know it's a punt.
You're going after this double game week, aren't you? Big time.
No, not big time, but
Big time.
I punted on him last week. So I picked him up for this week. I was way early. I didn't have to do it. But, as I said, I had a few drinks before deadline last week and it happened. All right. So I'm committed to the punt.
Okay. I love it, man. I love it. All right. Well, I think that wraps us up.
It does.
Mate, it's been fun. We miss Hito.
Always.
He definitely provides some sort of, je ne sais quoi.
Yeah. So usually he's our stat guy, as the listener knows.
We've been floundering
we-
today. I've
you
been
know,
madly typing, looking up stats.
So Hito, I mean, I know you've got a job, but I think this is more important.
Yeah, for sure. Holidays in Singapore. Like, come on, man.
Is it holiday?
No, he's at work.
He's working.
It's like a week-long convention of fuck. Well, yeah, you know where to hit us up. FPL Draft Boys. Miles is on Insta. Hito's on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm on nothing.
Yeah, but you're on everything.
I'm on everything. I'm all over it.
Yeah.
And if you love the pod and if you listen this far, you must like it.
Yeah.
5 stars, baby.
Yeah, just chuck it
Just
up there.
rate it. I don't even know what to start. I don't even know what it is. It might not even be out at 5.
Maybe it's 10.
Maybe you can do overs.
I mean, look, I've never rated anything in my life, but if I was a listener to this pod,
Yeah.
I would.
It would help us, I think.
I think-
like for the algorithms.
Yeah, help the algorithm.
Yeah,
help the D boys.
We don't even look it up because that's not what we're about. But we want more people to listen to what we got. So if you like it, give us a little rating.
And it's going to help for big changes next year.
Big changes there. Yeah, really.
Listen
Really
to
big
this
changes.
space.
Yeah, or watch it. All right, that's it.